I said we'll be talking about information gathering. So information gathering is very, very important in ethical hacking. Very, very, very important. Very, very important. So because that will be like a light that guides us what to do, what not to do, where to go, and where not to go. So just like I said, we can also call this one that's footprinting, this information gathering. Like footprinting, that is the first step in any ethical security check at all. Of course, it will tell us or tell you the shape of the target. You can plan to, the shape of the target so you can plan. You can plan ahead, lawful testing and defense, to have your own good reasons why testing, why information gathering. Then, you map the targets. You gather information about the target, know where the website lives, and the service run before inside the website, the tools and everything that will being used for that website or for the app that you are trying to run your information gathering on, or you are trying to test. So that's why I said this topic is very, very important. In ethical hacking, of course, you have to know this because the more information you have, the more knowledge you have about that thing, and the more you will know the exact way, to carry out your test. Like all those bad guys, they will have information about you first before they do anything. I mean, the bad guys, I mean, black hat. So they will gather information about you. If you want to attack any company, of course, they will gather information about the company. And if it's personal stuff, they will gather information about you as well before they proceed. So now, the next slide here. If you can't see my slide, and if I'm too fast, please just call me to order. So why information gathering? Of course, like I have here, information gathering is just like a reconnaissance, that is the first step in ethical hacking. The first step in ethical hacking. First thing to do in ethical hacking. Then it helps to identify what, where, and how system operate before testing. That's it. You have to know about what you want to do before you don't just go ahead and be hacking any website, or go ahead and be hacking any device or any network. No, you'll be arrested in that way. So there's a step, a way, what you need to do, what you need to gather before you start anything at all. So now, like I put here, that is map and understand the target system. That's what I have here. So map and understand the target system. You need to do that. Then identify possible weaknesses yearly. So as an hacker, this is your major point. This identification, you know what the system is lacking. So you will know how to carry out your test. Then ensure lawful and safe testing. Of course, lawful and safe testing is very, very important. If you are not sure of yourself and you are trying to hack any system, and you put lawful and all this thing aside, you'll be arrested. So that's just about that. Then contact the right owner if issues are found. This is it. This is for ethical hackers. For we ethical hackers. For black hats, no, they did not know. They don't even follow this. They are always against what we have here. They're always against what we have here. So that's just about that on this particular slide. Then the next slide here. What information do we gather? This is very, very important. This is very, very important because very soon we are going to use some some tools here. So those tools, of course, we use to gather information about your targets. So using those tools, you don't just go website or go anywhere and be picking unnecessary information. You should have what you want to gather, what you want to do at the back of your mind, and the type of tools, information you want to gather about that thing, about that particular target. So now, the first thing you need to gather, information we gather while trying to test or when you want to, carry out any ethical working on any website or any device or any app is to first understand that is IP address. This IP address will let you know the relocation of a website or server. For example, now, if you want to, for example, you want to test my device, you want to test my network, you want to test my website. Of course, you can use my IP address to know my location, to know my location, to know my relocation. You can use my IP address to know my relocation. Of course, if you do anything, if I have your IP address, I can use it to do a lot of things. I can use it to do a lot of things. So that's just about this particular one. The second one is domain name information. So the domain info, of course, who owns the website and when it was registered. This is very, very important. For example, now if you want to work my own website, I'm talking about my own website. If you want to work my own personal website, what you just need to do, we will get there very soon. But what you just need to do is to make sure that you have my own domain first. For example, now we are having this engagement because we are in a cloud environment, and this cloud environment is being built to use our domain, like domain name system and other stuff. Our domain here is cyberface technology. So if you want to do anything about cyberface technology, of course, you need to know that particular domain. And when you know the domain, of course, your own as an ethical worker, what you need to know about the domain that you have with you is to know when the domain was registered. It's very, very important. The location of the registrar as well. You need to know the registrar and when it was registered and when it's going to be expired. You need all those information to gather a lot about the domain or about the website that you are trying to attack or that you are trying to carry out your tests. So the 3 point number 3 here is technology use. Of course, technology use is very, very important as well. Very, very important because if I'm using an outdated technology, of course, it's very, very easy for hacker to intrude or to gain access to my system if I'm using an outdated one. So you need to know the technology, the technology that the website or the app that you are trying to gain information about. You must know the technology they use for that app. Once you know what this thing that we are talking about, of course, to gain access is very, very easy. It's very, very easy to gain access. Very, very easy. Then, web server, CMS or framework in use. You have to know all those things. We have also some parameter here as well. That's number 4. Other website on same server. This is very, very important. Let's, for example, you want to attack cyberface technology. And this cyberface technology, you have tried all your best. Use different method of hacking. You tried ethical hacking, try a lot of you use social engineering, and you are here to gain access to it. So what you just need to do is that you think of different ways. You think of what are the other servers or what are the other websites on the same server. You have to know the website that is on the same server with your own website. Then knowing that, you can use that one to gain access to my own once you understand that. That's why other websites on the same server show share hosting or related sites. This can be used for others. It's just like you are trying to you are starting your own information gathering from known to unknown to known to known to unknown. That's just about that. Then number 5 here, we have DNS records. This DNS record, like I said, is our domain name system. It's routing and main information. All those A record, MS record, CNAME, and TST. All those things, A record, MS record, CNAME, and TST. All these things, once you know them, of course, because these are the parameters that make what is it called? Mail, your own mail, even your Gmail, your professional email to work well. If all these things are not well tested, are not well configured, this A record, MS record, CNAME record, I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this particular A record here and this one or this one. If they are not well configured, of course, your mail will not work. You can even divert someone else's mail to your own if all these things are not well configured. So that's just about that on this particular DNS record. Then we have we have unlisted file or subdomain hidden. All this one, of course, all this unlisted file, if you can gain access to the, to the server, you can know all this one, all these hidden subdomain and other stuff that is attached to your own domain. So that's main reason, and that's the information we gather. All these things that we just talk about now are the information we gather about your target before you start anything at all. So now, we want to test all this one now to know how to gather all those information that I just talk about. So the first thing is WHOIS lookup here. So that's the first thing we use, WHOIS lookup. That is, here is the URL to check. Is the web app. Is web app. So we are going to access it on web. So when we use this WHOIS lookup to gather, first, to find information about who register a domain. Use it to discover domain owner and registrar, registration and expiration dates, name servers and contact information. Okay, let me just quickly, already I've explained all this one, but let me just talk about this one, briefly before we go to the main thing here. So now here, for example, domain owner and registrar. This is very, very important. Once you know the domain owner and the registrar, of course, you will know where you will know what you want to face. Then registration and expiring date. Of course, this is very, very important. For example, now most all those scammers online, what they normally do is that they register a domain for like maybe for 3 months or 1 month just to dupe someone. So you as an hacker, as an ethical hacker, once you get any mail or anything, any phishing mail or anything, whatever, what you just need to do is that copy that URL. Then you will now go to this WHOIS lookup to check. So you go to this WHOIS lookup to check. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah, then particular person has been muted. So now you copy the URL, any URL at all. You get any mail or you get anything, or you get any suspicious website or anything, just copy the URL. Then you now go to this particular WHOIS lookup here. You go there. You will know the owner and the registrar. You will know the registration and expiration dates. You know the servers and contact information. This is very important. Confirm domain legitimacy. To confirm if the domain is legitimate or not. Then help contact the real owner ethically. Of course, if you know that this attack is coming from this so domain, of course you can reach out to me. Why are you doing this? Where is this from? You can ask questions. So now let's quickly go to WHOIS lookup. Okay, yeah. So already pin everything up here because of this training. So we are going to talk about this, which is WHOIS lookup, netcraft, and this. So we are starting from here. So from here now, what you just put the URL that you copy or the website the DNS that you copy, you just paste everything here. So for example now, let me just show the one that we know, the domain that we know, which is, let me just use this one, and we are the owner of this one as well. Tribe. .com. We are the owner of this, or you yourself, you can test our own as well, which is cyberfacetechnology.com. You can test that one as well. But I'm using this one for the purpose of this training because it belongs to us. Yeah. So now, you click on this search. When you click on the search, of course, you are going to this validation requires whatever. You click on this or this one. Then bicycle, I think this is bicycle, then you verify. Yeah. So now, the information we are talking about now, we have them here. So this thing is telling you, let me just interpret the little thing here for you about this particular website or domain. So now, the registrar that we talk about here, this is the registrar. If you can't see my screen, please let me know so I can enlarge or increase the fonts. So now we have this the host is GoDaddy. As you can see, we use GoDaddy to host this particular website, or the domain rather, as you can see here. So this is the URL for GoDaddy, and the server, as you can see, is on this. This is the server. Whose server is still on GoDaddy? That's the registrar, and this is their number. So now, registrar, you know that is GoDaddy that is hosting this particular domain. So now, the next thing, the status here, registrar status, you want to know. This is the registrar status if you want to know anything about that. But that's not our main point now. You will need the registrar and the date. As you can see now, that's 661 days old. That's when it was registered. So if you are now, you get any URL or any phishing mail now, and you now trace it, and you discover that this is the URL and it's being hosted by GoDaddy, as an ethical worker, you don't need to stress yourself. What you just need to do is to mail this GoDaddy.com. You can see their mail and everything URL. You can find them. You can even call them. That's also so they are hosting one particular website, one particular URL, and this you got that. Then, sure you understand. They will be exposed. Then this one now is very hard to add this particular URL to dupe anyone, because as you can see, it's being hosted. It's even more than 1 year that this particular website being hosted, and as you can see here, it was created on 2020 year 2024. As you can see, you can view more history here if you click on this place. Expire on this particular date, updated on this. So it has been renewed more than 3 times now, or 2 times rather. So it shows that this belongs to a legitimate company. So now we have name server here. This name server is what work with the mail. If I'm sending mail to you online, you get my mail. You use your Google Mail to Gmail to send mail out and come in. All those things. This one supports your mail out and mail in. Then the IP address. Of course, you can use this. You can ping it. This particular one, you can ping it just for you to confirm. You can ping it using your terminal, or you can use your Kali machine to do that. So that's the IP. And here is the location. The location of this server that is hosting this app, this IP address, IP location, is showing Western Cape Town, as you can see. So domain status, register, and no website, as you can see here. IP history, 4 changes on 4 unique IP addresses over 1 year. Of course, I remember we did this. So hosting history, as you can see, we have everything here. And to gather more information about this thing, these are the information that you can gather about this particular domain. And you can even go further to do a lot of things here. So what those people that used to impersonate other company, what they normally do is that they will come here, they will check. Then once they will now use, for example, now they say, see this this particular option here. They say view use by domain. So they will now create a domain that is almost close to the original domain here. They will now use to create maybe a small website. You will think that this information is coming from Tribe Indigo technology, whereas a little things has been altered just to mimic the original website, and they will use that one to dupe people or to scam people. So that's just about that. Any questions so far before we proceed to the next tool? Okay. Since there is no any question, then let's proceed. So we already talked about this particular one. Then the next one is Netcraft. So this Netcraft, what these tools are doing is different, very different from each other. So as you can see now, this is the URL. This one show the technology use. We already talked about the technology use. This one to show about the technology used by a target website. Use it to identify web server type and version. CMA framework and OS information, hosting provider and site reputation. Then importance, help find outdated software that needs patching. So let me tell you why this one is very, very important. If I want to, let's assume that I want to hack, let me use our own company, our own this thing, Cyberface, so I want to hack Tribe Indigo technology. So what I just need to do first is to check the technology used for that website. And I will also check maybe if it's what is it called now? Sorry, WordPress. Okay, if it's being created using WordPress, you will check if the WordPress, what they use, the tools they use, maybe has expired or not, all those things you need to confirm. Once you know all those things, of course, and outdated drivers, you can easily attack it and gain access easily. So that's why patching is very, very important. So now let's go to these Netcrafts and check the same Tribe Indigo technology and see what we are talking about there. Yeah, so Netcrafts, this is it. So this URL is already in our document. I will send this to you guys if you need this. So you can try to do some stuff, search other websites and see. Tribe Indigo, just scaling. You go digital.com. Then you click on lookup. So now, as you can see here, so this one is still analyzing. So as you can see from here now, you know that this one is different. More information here. So what we just need to do, already we don't need the IP address any longer because we already saw it on the part first on who's lookup. So what we just need here is technology use. Of course, the location, you might see some location here is around this place, the IP, as you can see. You can enlarge it. You can go further, go further, go further, and see a exact location of this particular IP that they use here. So that one aside, so what we just need to do now is, as you can see, we have web tracker here. We have a Nmap. So this Nmap is just a security. Is used if you want to safeguard your, your email, mail delivery, to all those your what is it called, record, mail record and everything. We use this Nmap to activate it to make your website, your mail delivery, send email like SPDF, all those things to be very, very strong. So now, why we are here is because of this. As you can see, this is socket layer here. If you want to know, this socket layer is very, very important too. If you want to, carry out if you want to investigate any websites, I mean your own your website, maybe the website they already approved. Maybe you already want to, okay, let me say if you want to access or investigate our own website, because I don't want to talk about any other website, anybody's website, our own website. If you want to hack it, what you just need to do here, you confirm this SSL or TLS they use. That's important. It's very, very important. It's part of the technology use. You confirm if it's outdated, if it's recent one, you confirm that. Then technology use, as you can see here. First today, this technology use. So I'm coming from here now. I think I'm coming. Okay. If you want to know, you can click on this particular icon here. It's still giving us the thing. Find out more. So you can find out more here. You click on this one. I think it wants us to register or to do some stuff. So anyway, without coming here, as you can see, report fraud if you want to report fraud or any other stuff. But anyway, let's just go back to this particular I'm coming. Let's go back here. So under here we have server side, other stuff. So technology use, as you can see here, we are seeing this particular place. So this is technology use, PHP enable, as you can see. So it's telling you now that this particular website is being using WordPress, created using WordPress, PHP enable, as you can see. Then server support HP, popular site using this technology. We mentioned these are some of the other websites using the same technology with this our websites, as you can see here. So PHP supported or running, as you can see, is running. Now, is this one is telling you that the technology used is what? They use WordPress and it's PHP. So now let's now assume that you want to attack this website. So and the PHP they use, the version of PHP they use maybe is outdated already. Of course, it's very easy. That's why PHP is prompt to attack, because some of the support engineer that's monitoring the websites, they hardly update or share the updates. So if any PHP, any WordPress website and the PHP, which is like OS to it, it has been outdated, of course you can easily attack that kind of website can easily be get attacked. So that's just about that. And socket layer, secure socket layer here, which is this, let me enlarge it so you can see, which is this SSL. Of course, you can click on this to know more the kind of cryptographic they use, inscription they use. You can click on it and know more about that. So then client side is server side. As you can see, we already see here already. Server side, I think we got it one. This is it. So now that's what you need to know. Another technology being used is this session storage. No description here. Web worker, as you can see, no description. JavaScript, of course, little JavaScript were used. So that's just about that. What you need to know about this particular one. And the other technology, then client scripting framework. We have jQuery here, as you can see. Blog technology, other stuff. So this Nextcraft is being used to know the kind of technology they use before you do anything at all. That's just about that on this one. So now the third one is let me go there. So the third one is rob test, as you can see here. So what this one does is also different from other ones. So function, display detailed DNS, IP, and related domain data, as you can see here. Use it to find what? DNS record. I already talk about this DNS record. Reverse DNS and connected domain. We want to talk about maybe reverse engineering and other stuff. Shared hosting or mail routing paths. These are the one we use this particular one for. Importance, check network structure. Identify configuration error. So if there's any configuration error, any website or any application that you want to attack, it's very easy. That error, that's what all those people black hats, what they normally search for. When they notice that there's a particular error in so website, and they can use that one to to just intrude your website or your application. So now let's check how to use that one as well. So we're here. This is. So also the same way, you key in your website, you click on go here. So as you can see, these are the information. This is the network monitoring tools. As you can see, API permission, all those stuff. If you need all these things. So here we have the AI analysis. They use the AI will analyze everything for you. NS, as you can see, this NS is like the host, is for the host they use. So if you put it here now, you will know the host that they use. It's for the server side, as you can see here. This is what they use. This is the IP address they use. And if they want to ask, if you want to know the host, they use Host Africa to host this particular website. This is here. So the IP and everything. You can copy the IP and ping it and know a lot more about this. That's just about that. What you need to know about the theory tools. Any questions so far before we proceed? Can anyone hear me?
We can hear you, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Any question? Do you have any? Okay, Mr. Rule. Just go ahead, please. Someone just raise. Maybe Mr. Roland or Lawas, whatever. Okay, yeah. So, okay, I think she already dropped his hand. So now we are done with these three tools. The left, we have one left, which is called Maltego. I won't waste our time, and I will take much of our time in this particular one. So, but this particular one, we are going to use our, sorry. So here, so we call this Maltego. What we use it for? Let me see, maybe I can enlarge it. Yeah, a virtual link analysis through the map relationship between entities, domains, IPs, people, email, social profile. For example, now let's assume that I hack your Facebook or your Twitter account or any of your accounts. Of course, I can easily trace you. You can easily trace me when you know how to use this Maltego very well. You can do a lot of things using anything, just mention of anything, and I will tell you how to use this Maltego to to maneuver yourself. It's a very great tools that you can use. Visualize connection between domains, IP, DNS record, and social entities. You can also use it quickly to see infrastructure relationship and potential pivot points. A lot of things, It's being used by DSS, FBI, cybersecurity professional, a lot of things. When we get there, you will understand. It's a very important tool that we need to understand. We need to understand very well. So important, as you can see, helps investigators and defenders spot complex relationship and attack paths. Speed up, charge by showing how disparate pieces of information connect. So that's just about that. What we need to understand about this material. Now we are going to go to our sorry. Okay, so you can open your this thing, your Kali. This is my Kali. I already opened my Kali machine down. So now there's two ways you can check for this material using your application. Search for it in your application side. My own Kali is different from, might be a little bit different from what you are using, but you can search your own. I'm coming. Let me just search for the application here. Okay, this is my application. So you can come here and search for Maltego, or you look for the Maltego here. Okay, this is it. So you will see something like this. If you are yet to run this before at all, you will see something like this. You will see something like this. But me, I normally like to open my app, anything using terminal. So I navigate to my terminal now. So what I just need to do, sorry, so what I just need to do here is that if you can't see my screen, please let me know. And if you have any question at all, please let me know. So now what you just need to do is to go to your Kali machine. So from your Kali machine, you open your terminal. From your terminal, of course, what you just need to do is just type Maltego, just the name. So you see something like this, then you enter. So I don't know, maybe you guys are doing it because you too, you have to have it just for you if you want to do your practical and every other thing. It's not only for practical alone. You know, like I said, you can use this particular tools to search for a lot of things, do a lot of things, know a lot of things, a lot. So we have two options here. Of course, we have license key, we have Maltego ID. So since we don't have license, the license is very, very costly. So you can, for this testing, we just need to just go for this Maltego ID and activate it. So what you just need to do is that you click on next here. Click on next. So online activation, no. Offline activation depend on you. But I'm online here now, so I can click on this. So now we have all these options that we have to follow. Then I accept from bottom side here. I accept it. Then next. So here, browser login. Depend on you what you want to do. Of course, I want to go directly to web to do it there. So you can copy the URL and go to anywhere you like and open the URL there. But I want to open it on this Kali here. So because of that, I'm going to click on this particular browser login here. So as you can see, it already opened my Firefox. I don't know, is it Chrome or Firefox? Okay, I think it's Firefox, maybe Chrome or Firefox. So here you are going to, because of this, I have my own ID that I normally use before, but because of this training, of course. Okay, someone's raised up. Precious, please go
Hello,
ahead.
hello, sir. Hello, sir. Good
Yeah,
evening,
I
sir.
can. Good evening.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but I could barely see the screen. I don't know if you can zoom in, sir. I'm currently using my phone.
Okay.
For the
Oh,
thank
phone.
thank you.
All right, let me just try to zoom it. What about now? So
It's
can you
okay, sir.
see?
It's okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So because of the purpose of this training, so I'm going to click on create because of you guys. I have my own account already, but because of you guys, you just click on this create. So you'll be redirected here, then you provide your email. So the Gmail that you are going to you can provide your Gmail, you can provide your professional email, depend on you what you want to do. It's left to you. So now I'm going to open the one that I know that I have access to here. So probably let me just go to this one so you guys can see it. The one that I use for this particular one. So I will just go here since I can access this one. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. Then let me just copy. So this is the name. Then let me go back to here. I just pasted it here. Then here, your name. You can put something here. Maybe let me just say Max. Last name. Let me just say Dave. Sorry. Then you click on next at the bottom right side here. So please choose a credential to authorize yourself with this, as you can see here. So you input your password. Of course, let me quickly input my password. Okay. You can't view it, that's the problem. I hope I will be able to remember what I put. So the verification code has been sent to your mailbox, of course. Here, then I will go back to the mailbox that I just opened now. I think it's here to Let me refresh. Oh, wow. I'm yet to get the mail anyway. Maybe I should use another email because I don't know why it's delaying. We're supposed to have receive the mail. And I'm very, very sure of this. The only way why it can only be delayed is if the mail is not Gmail is not correct and the one I provided is correct. So maybe I can use another Gmail. I don't know why the other one is it will be delayed. Supposed to have causing the mail here, the notification here. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, yeah, since we are not getting the notification, I don't want it to delay us. And the mail is correct. Just try, okay? Actually, I did not provide any notification they sent to me, but I don't get anything. So the name is there. Are you a student? You can put yes or no, depend. Which country? You might not see your own country here. It doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter. You can't find your country here. Just put something there. If you are from Africa, of course, you can choose any African country here. Since this is just for training purpose, so you might not need to be disturbing yourself. Of course, I'm in Nigeria, so I'm trying to look for Nigeria here. If I can, I will see it here. And if I can't see, of course, I'm going to choose something else for that. So here, as you can see, I don't think there's Nigeria here, so I can choose this one. Then, are you a student? You can say yes. Depend on you. Then here, if you can't see your country here, you should be able to see your country code here. And if you can't see your country code, it doesn't matter as well. You will still be able to proceed. So this is my country code here. So I can decide to put any number here, and I can decide not to put anything, or I can decide to put no. The number is very, very important here. Then I would like to receive updates if you like. If you want to be receiving updates, if you like, you can click on this. But me, I don't need the updates. Of course, I click on this. Then here is also you need to set this particular place up. Name, organization name. So here maybe you can put your school or anything there. But let me just put cyberbase here. then it's between this and this. Then I'm a student. You can change your role if you like. You're a trainer or lead manager, whichever way, depend on you. Then your role, investigator, depend. I'm an ethical worker, but I can put maybe SOC analyst here. Sorry. Then organization URL, if you like, you can put main user case, of course. You can put why you want to use them for pen test. Then incident response. You can select as much as you can. As you can see, threat intelligence, threat hunting, fraud investigation, depend on what you want to do. A lot of things, depend. Like I said, you can use these particular tools, to do a lot of things. Product abuse, depend on you, cybercrime and investigation. Let's just limit that. How do you feel? How do you this one? You can leave this one, you can decide to leave it and focus business units, cybersecurity operation. If it's government like FBI, FBI normally use this particular one. All those DSS, you normally maybe they normally use this particular one. Then we cybersecurity we use this particular one. Then you click on continue. Apology guys for taking much time, but I'm supposed to stop at that first one, but I want us to deal with this one. So our next training will be something else because we don't have much time again. So we are done with that. Start this one. You might decide or just close it. So we are done with that. We are done with the whole thing. Normally, it's supposed to redirect us to our Kali directly now. It's supposed to redirect us to Kali. But as you can see, this is the graph. We are done with it. So I want you guys also to just register your own here. So by the time we start using it, you will be in this like the same page. So any questions so far about this where we are now? Any questions so far? So as you can see, it says waiting for authentication, probably because of the OTP they sent to me. I'm already not get it. Maybe that's why I just supposed to have gotten it here. But I'm very sure you guys will get it, probably because of this Gmail and other stuff. I'm very sure you guys, once you try your own, you will get it. So once you get it, you'll be redirected here to complete the rest. Then we'll try to to investigate some stuff and try to do a lot of some stuff. So I think because I did not get that OTP they sent to me, that's why we're having this error. Well, I'm going to check that probably later. But what I want you guys to do is that just follow the step that I followed. Then I'm very sure you will get the OTP. Then you'll be directed to this particular environment. You'll be directed here. Once that one is done, this one will not be having this kind of error here. Immediately be activated here. But because I'm not getting the OTP, so that's just about that. I just want you guys to just try to register it. Try to register here. So in our next training, we are going to use it extensively, check a lot of things, try to investigate a lot of things, try to search a lot of things and more.